Hi, good morning. Hello. Sit. Good girl. Come on. Ziff. Where's Willow? Let's go find Willow and go inside. Where's Willow? Where'd she go? Willow. Willow is miniature and deaf and going blind, so finding her is the hard task. Oh, there she is. Hi, honey. Hi there, baby. Come on, Mackenzie. Is that an avocado? Hey, no avocados. Kenzie, dead. Thank you. Come on. Well, that was fun. Hey guys, I'm Liv and welcome to my vlog. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a pretty lazy and just nice day so far. Slow morning as of 3:51 p.m. And I woke up around 12:30 because I bartend late night. I worked until like 3 in the morning, got home at 3:33, freaked myself out because I've been having some ghostly encounters at home recently, and we'll talk about them. We'll talk about them in the future. I'm still working on them right now. But yeah, that has been interesting. So I stayed up. I was like, I can't go to bed in the 3 a.m.s. I went to bed at like 5:30, woke up at 12:30. I went to the gym, ran the dogs. This is the lovely gym outfit of the day. Not pictured are my rundown Hokas, some nasty Bomba socks from all the dirt outside earlier, a free Tealing's Whiskey t-shirt from bartending, and the Whitney Simmons by Gymshark collection, light blue. Yeah, I've just been getting back into lifting because I've just been doing cardio recently and it's been good so far. That we'll have updates on that soon too. But I need to shower because the sweat has dried and it's getting nasty. So yeah. I washed my hair yesterday, so it's not happening again for another week unless something catastrophic happens. So this is how I wear my hair in the shower when I don't want to get it wet. I bet you all the dogs are behind this door right now. Oh, and the little ones. I just need something to drink, okay? Where are you at? There you are. I regret this. I just got out of the shower and now my feet are nasty as hell. Cool. Oh, this is almost frozen. First things first, you know? Cheers. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think there's anything more refreshing than a frozen Topo Chico. It's just hitting the spot right now. So this is not a normal everyday part of my skincare routine by any means. And I don't have really anything with me. I just left them all in the other room. I'll be right back. Also, first things first, put your shirt on. Don't put jeans on until very last minute. Steal your boyfriend's boxers instead. Okay, got it all. Like I was saying, I don't normally shave my face because normally I am just in a rush and then just don't do it, and then I end up having like peach fuzz all over my face. So today I'm going to start with that because makeup goes on a lot nicer when you don't have little tiny baby hairs on your face. So we're just seeing all the acne up close and personal. Not a gunshot. Huh. Well, Today I figured I would just talk to you guys about my music career as I do day in the life, get ready with me type of thing. I hate doing this because I always cut myself. Basically, I kind of fell off the face of the earth when it comes to music. Look at all that. Where is it? There it is. Yum. Peach fuzz. I'm like as bad as my dog. Where to start? I've always known I liked music. I've always known I've been good at music. So I started in like high school trying to become a musician as a career. I knew I didn't really want to go to college, but I went to college anyways to study nutrition because I was like, this is fun. I like to work out. I like to know what I want to put in my body. I got one semester in and I was like, no. I didn't think that through. It's hard to shave your mustache while talking. Basically, a majority of the jobs for a nutritionist, I found out were going to be in nursing homes, with hospice, in hospitals, like making meal plans for people in a hospital bed, or like people anorexic, when I thought I would be like making meal plans for sports teams and like cooking and all that fun stuff. And so I got to college and I was like, I don't want to do this. And I went to a state college because that's all I could afford. And I worked in the dining hall to afford it. And so I was gonna leave college with student debt. And I knew no amount of debt was worth a college degree to me. I was like, I don't care about this. I remember my winter break. I think I got it all. I think we're good on this. Winter break, I started an Instagram for my music because that's when I came home and was like really sat there and thought, what am I doing? Do I really want to be doing this? Who am I doing this for? And I kind of came to the conclusion, no, I don't want to be doing this. I'm coming in with my moisturizer next. I use Face Reality because that is prescribed to me by my esthetician because I had really bad acne most of my life. Yeah, basically, winter break, I make an Instagram account for music and I start posting videos of me singing. And that's back when Instagram was like 15-second videos. I started, oh shit, I accidentally cut some of my hair off. SPF. Same brand, same reason. Come January, I moved back to school, trying to figure out what major I want to do, switch to business. Skip forward to spring break. Sorry about the peanut gallery back there. They're just going to be doing their thing. Spring break, I go to Florida with my then boyfriend. And I post another 15-second video of a Darius Rucker song. I forget what it was. Post it, go to bed, wake up the next morning to like text messages from some of my friends and they're like, you went viral. I look at it and there's like 100,000 views on my Instagram that probably has like, I don't know, maybe like 8,000 followers. I just saw numbers go up from there and I was like, oh my God, I could actually do this. I can do this. And so from then on, I lit a fire under my butt. I finished the last like couple months of my semester and went home. That summer, I started working as like a lifeguard and I pretty much was about to sign up for classes. And I told my mom, I was like, I'm not going back. Like, it's not happening. I don't want to. And they were disappointed, but they were just like, okay, if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to make you do it. You're 18. So I played a lot of gigs. I played like 3 or 4 gigs a week. We're going to go back to makeup because I've just been talking. Next, we're going to go in with, oh, that's where I put it. Yeah, I know Monat is controversial. I have a friend that sells it and I really like this stuff, so I use it. That's all. Ew, that was not very cute. That's really not very cute. This is not going well for Monat. It's kind of gross, actually. So yeah, I started really focusing on music, posting a video a day on Instagram, and by now, it was 1 minute long Instagrams, not just 15 seconds. Can you tell by this video I suck at multitasking? I was lifeguarding a couple days a week. I was playing gigs like 3 times a week, and I was mainly focusing on my Instagram. I was doing brand deals, which was really cool to me. I remember when I was in college, right after spring break, I got my first brand deal with this small company that sent me a t-shirt for free. And I was like, Mom, I have made it. I got a free t-shirt. I posted about it, and then I kind of kept doing that, and that felt really cool. Now, looking back, I'm like, that was very ingenuine. However, that was the coolest thing in the world to me, and that was also something that lit a fire under my butt to tell me, okay, you could do this. And so flash forward, I had this company reach out to me on Instagram. I was young, I was green. They were like, hey, you want to come to Nashville and record some of your music? I really like it. I found you on Instagram. And I was super excited. And like I said, I was young. I was 18, maybe 19. This is awesome. I'm going to record an EP. So I go down, I think I recorded a song called Left of Me, In Time, and Musician Soul, which I don't even know if they're out there on the internet still, because I was sort of embarrassed about them. My mom paid for that, which I said earlier, my parents are the greatest people in the world. I could tell my mom's an accountant, my dad's a computer programmer. Me being a musician is very, very off from what they do. So I could tell that they were trying. They were definitely trying, and for them to fund that was really unnecessary for them, but they did it anyways, which was really cool. And it was expensive. I think it was like $3,000 for 3 songs. In the scheme of music, that's not very expensive, but anyways, I go down there. They're pretty professional. I go into Nashville, this recording studio, and there's a whole band there. I play the song with the guy that plays the guitar once, and we go into the booth, and the whole band plays it. Just like that, played it through once with a guitarist, and then the whole band plays it. Like, they're super professional studio musicians, and we cut that song within an hour and a half. Same with the other 2. And I remember the first red flag was that the couple that kind of put everything together, that was the face of the company, the artist development company, they were talking to the musicians like they were buddies, and they were talking to everyone like everyone else was a special person. But from my customer service experience and just like being a kid, knowing what it should feel like, they weren't talking to me like I was the one paying money to be there and be doing that. Like, they were making me feel like the random kid in the room that just didn't belong there. And they were all like together and knew each other. And that should have been a red flag, but it wasn't. Anyways, fast forward. I ended up working with them for a couple more songs and a music video and almost another music video. And I remember before I signed paperwork to do recordings, they promised me that they would be distributors, and they had these industry connections, and they would be sending the music over to people in the industry, and that, you know, the husband's brother works as an A&R rep for like Warner or something. Again, I was young and I believed them, and nothing came out of the first few songs. They're like, it's okay, we'll just record a few more and then send those over. We'll get a music video, and then they'll really be like, then they'll really be interested in you. And so we did that. And I recorded another couple songs, made a music video. And like I said, the whole process was very professional. The musicians knew what they were doing, and the videographer knew what they were doing. Another red flag was that I paid them a lot of money for the music video. The videographer was editing, and they're like, hey, we need an extra $500 for the video editor's time, because the acne on your face, we want your skin to look beautiful and perfect. And, you know, the editor needs more time to edit your skin. And I was like, just kicking me where it hurts, pretty much. And so I was like, yeah, of course, I don't want people to see my acne. Here is $500 more, edit it, give it back to me. They get it back to me. I did this photo shoot with some guy. Like, again, like these guys clearly had connections with people, but I think it was just like, anybody could do that. Anybody could do their job, reach out to these musicians and be like, hey, for this amount of money, can you do this? Like, they were just the middlemen. And I don't think that you need to be special to be able to have the certain connections that they had. Like, you could hire a videographer. Like, most of them are gonna say yes, especially in Nashville if you give them money. Like, to me, I was like, oh my God, they have all these connections. Me now, I'm sure I could go there and get the same exact people to do these things and it not be because I have connections. Anyways, the guy who did my photos was really cool. He was really nice. He did photos for Kelsey Ballerini's first album, which I thought was so cool at the time. And I still think it's kind of cool because I think she's awesome. I moved to Nashville and I live in a tiny house in Ashland City, about 45 minutes northwest of Nashville. And I am basically living there for free in exchange for farming, a blueberry farm, goats, ducks and chickens, and like 3 dogs. It's called woofing. I wouldn't do it now. I would think I would get murdered now. But I was, again, super duper young, like 19, went out to do that. And I was a barista at Biscuit Love in the Gulch, if anybody knows what that is. And then I became a bartender there as well as a server. So I was doing it all. But that was great for me because I got to make money in the morning. And then afterwards, I would go and play a show like every night. I would try to do an open mic every night. And that's where my Instagram kind of started growing and I was making it. But I was still working with these people. And it was kind of becoming more clear to me that they weren't trying to create musicians. They weren't trying to make their money off of the success of people. They're just trying to bring people in, get their immediate money, and then kick them out. Like, they just wanted to do that process of, hey, let's write a song. Hey, let's record a song. You pay me this amount of money. We'll help you distribute it, and then we're done. Like, they weren't interested in the whole giving it to a record label like they promised me they did. So that was kind of a blow and my first like kind of kick to my heart. And that's when I kind of realized that Nashville was kind of all like that. So I just started seeing it more clearly. You know, these people I thought were here to help me just wanted my money. And could you not see that I was an 18-year-old with no money? I was giving you all the money I had. And then when I needed more, I asked my mom for it, which I hate. I hate that. Like, take all my money, but leave my parents out of it. But like, I was a kid and my mom saw it, like that's what I wanted. And so she gave me money. And that's the type of people that I'm just like, you are dead to me. So I was in the middle of recording a music video with them and they weren't working around my work schedule. So I just kind of up and left. That was my first, like, I was like at a high, and that was my first like kick to be like, okay, I don't know about this industry. I love music. I love writing. It's fun to like record and make music videos and hear it recorded, but I just want to play music and write it. This industry kind of sucks. So I moved out to California and I'm going down to LA because when I was in Nashville, there's this guy in LA, same type of deal, but he was a little bit more legitimate. Like, he actually had connections and he actually wanted to sign artists. I ended up kind of switching completely to pop. I was like, I'm done with Nashville, so that means I have to be done with country. I'm done with it. So move out to the central coast of California. And I commute down when I'm not bartending. So I start bartending for cash so I can afford to record music and work for like 3 or 4 days and then go down to LA the other 2 or 3. And this felt like a legitimate experience. It was more than double to record a song. The process in LA is this guy would make a track, sending me the tracks, and I'd write songs to those tracks, which is not how I've ever written music before, which was a good learning experience. But when I'd finish them, I'd send it to him. Like a really GarageBand recording of the song so he could just hear what it sounded like. And he didn't even look at him or listen to him. And I know that because when I got down there and sang him one, he was like, this is, you got to rewrite it. Put me in the studio. And I rewrote it for a couple of hours. And he came back and he's like, no, this is a good song. Which I appreciate honesty, but I was like, all I want is to be a songwriter. All I want is for you to record my music. But, you know, if it takes somebody being honest with you to get a record deal, fine. So we get on to the next song. And he's like, wow, I actually love this song just how it is. This is a great song. And we record it. God, I haven't thought about this in so long, so my storytelling skills kind of suck. So we finished these 2 songs. One of them I'm pretty proud of. The other one I think is shit, but it is what it is. And that day we plan to go to a record label the next week. And he was like, send me a bunch of pictures of the clothes you have. And I did not have many clothes because, like I said, I was broke, spent all my money on making music, not on anything else. So I took pictures of all the outfits that I thought I had like cute clothes for. Most of the things were free. I got through Instagram. And he was like, these are bad. We need to go shopping. We'll go shopping. And so we go down to the garment district in LA like the next day. And he just keeps picking things out. He's like, you need this, you need this, and you need this. And I'm like I said, I had no money. So him saying all this, like, this made me broke, but I was like, okay, this is a part. If I'm spending all this money on this music video, I need to have wardrobe for it. So I bought all the shit that is just not my style, would never wear again. For example, it was like a sequined Minnie Mouse t-shirt. And then it was like a ballet skirt that said moi around the waistband. And there are these sneakers that were like the chunky sneakers that was like pink and white. And these are all just like knockoff brands and just so crappy looking. And then the pineapple shorts. They were white, like cut off jean shorts with pineapple pockets like sticking out and like a bedazzled pineapple. And I was like, I would never wear this. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, I would never wear this. I would never sing these songs that I'm singing, but it got me in the door. So the next week we go down and I'm so giddy, so excited. I can't believe this is happening. I get there early. I walk in and I'm like, oh my God, who let me in? Like I had a whole pass and everything. And I end up sitting in this room of the A&R rep with this guy that has been getting me there. So we sit down, he hears and just to see him like pump up the music and sit in his chair and like nod his head, I'm like trying not to cry tears of joy at this point. I'm like, I can't believe this person 2 years ago sitting in a college class that they hated would never ever believe that I would be in this spot. Like, I can't believe I did this. I remember being so exciting. He was like, okay, what else do you have? And do you have a music video? And so I was like, no, and I have no money, but we're gonna make it happen. So we then leave the room, set a plan to make a music video for the song that Backs Faced In. That was the one that I wrote and he didn't change except for like melody. Like the words are original. We plan to make this music video and record another song or 2 to bring it back to the A&R rep and really just actually pitch me as an artist and maybe get signed. All right, I had to just go grab my camera because my phone is out of storage. And I remember one comment while we were filming the hey guys, it's Liv from the future. So unfortunately, when I switched from filming on my phone to filming on my camera, I didn't adjust the exposure, so I look like an actual ghost on screen. So for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to insert some B-roll footage starting now. It won't last very long, I promise. I remember one comment while we were filming the music video, he was like, you could definitely pass as a teenager. And I was like, what are we doing here? You want me to pretend I'm a teenager when I'm 21? You want me to like sing music that I don't care about and wear clothing that I would never wear? It's like, if I get signed at this point, they're not signing me. We finished recording the music video after a long time of like renting studio space to choreograph things and all of that, which was out of my pocket. I had to pay the choreographer. I had backup dancers. It was really cool. It was a really cool experience, but again, I was spending all my money on this, and I only justified it because I thought I was about to get a record deal. I was up in my Central Coast apartment after just adopting a dog, sitting in my backyard, looking through Instagram when a girl reached out to me. And she was like, hey, are you working with so-and-so right now? I see that you guys are always together on your Instagram. And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm suing him for sexual assault. I'm like, what? What happened? And part of me kind of sunk because the vibes I got from the wife that was sort of like submissive toward this man because his recording studio was in his house, so I was always in there, and she was just very, like, she seemed very submissive, kind of did what the husband would do, what the husband would ask. One day she went out and came back with like 2 bottles of champagne for him. Like, he demanded her to get him champagne. I don't know. But basically, what hurt the most was that I believed it. I just feel like I'm a good judge of character, and all of the red flags that were hitting for me, I was like, oh, there's a nail in the coffin. Like, I kind of felt something like this was going to be coming because of just the way they were. At that point, it was December of 2019, and I was just at home and really thought to myself, do I really want this? If this is what making it as a musician is, I don't want to be a part of that record label. And I won't say the record label because I don't want to get sued, like I'm not saying the people. But it's like Pacific, the Indian Ocean. What are we missing? That was the label I was about to get signed to. I just felt this sinking feeling in my heart. And I was like, I don't want this. If this is what making it as a musician is, I don't want this. I want to be sitting in my little beach town with my dog, writing music because I love to write music. I don't want to be somebody's Barbie doll and face of whatever they're doing. I don't want to be somebody's moneymaker. This sucks and I don't want to do it. So I did a really adult thing. I just started ghosting everybody. I ghosted that record label. I ghosted the guy that I was making music with. From that point on, I curled away in my little coastal town and kind of stopped making music. I was like, okay, Olivia, you don't deserve to be a musician if you just walked away from your ticket. And there's been so many points of my life that I've been busting my ass bartending for 4 years just to like create a life for myself. And I look back to that day so many times that I made the decision to not go back to doing what they were doing, but it just, every single part of that experience just didn't feel right, except for the one day. I remember getting home and making a video and being like, oh my god, I made it. Like, I can't believe that this is the beginning of making it. That was a feeling that I wanted to feel the entire time I was setting after this goal. And I remember having that feeling after coming home from meeting with the record label. And that was the only positive feeling I felt through all of it. And what I should have done was reach out to the record label without this guy that was attached to me. But I didn't. There's so many coulda, shoulda, woulda. It was so easy because 2 months later, the pandemic hit. And it was just perfect timing for me to hide away. I stopped playing gigs. I stopped posting on social media. I even made my Instagram my dog's Instagram for a little while. I switched it back. But it was just like identity crisis. It's like I just walked away from everything I've ever worked for. I've been writing songs since I was 5. And on top of that, I didn't tell anybody about it. I wanted to be, like, I hate heart-to-hearts with people. I'm getting better at it, but I wanted to call my family and be like, hey, guess what? I have a record deal. Like, I just wanted to be that, like, random, abrupt, funny moment and be like, hey mom, are you sitting down? Because I just got a record deal, and I just wanted it to come out of left field. That's where I am today. I wrote a lot of music to get me through the pandemic, to get me through this. I'm just very hesitant to get anywhere close to the industry again because of how many people are just not going to be helping you. They just want your money. And that was a lesson I had to learn twice the hard way. Yeah, I remember the amount I paid them being like, you could have bought a car for that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of starting to play gigs again locally, but I'm getting back into it. Whatever happens, happens. I just lived a weird life up to age 21. I can't believe some of the things I've been able to do and have done. I feel like an old soul now. I feel like an old lady. That's also another reason that I haven't gotten back into it in this industry. I think it's because they were talking about when I'm 21, lying about saying I'm 17. They're like, you'll be a lot more desirable if you tell them you're 17 and you'll pass as it. And so me as 26, I'm like, I can't get into the industry, I'm too old. So I don't know what this life has brought to me, but that's my story, and I haven't done my makeup, so I'm just gonna go do that real quick and speed it up, and yeah. I've been told that I suck at telling stories unless they are in a song. So I really hope that that story had a timeline and made sense to anybody at all. I want this to be a cautionary tale that if you get tricked, it's not your fault. You know, these people make a living off of tricking people. So you're not stupid, and you do deserve to be doing what you love to do. So I guess me coming back to YouTube is my way of kind of taking control of what I like to do. And also I suffer from this thing that there's just so many things I like to do. Like, I do have a passion for going to the gym and working out and staying healthy and cooking and arts and crafts and my dog, Tate, and hiking and exploring and traveling. Like, I'm not just music. So I thought a vlog would be a perfect way to explore all of my avenues of interest. This is something that I've gotten over, but it's just been weird to meet people. Like, if you go on a date, people are like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I'm a bartender. But once I almost had a record deal, because it's something that I'm proud of, that I want people to know about me. Anyways, I thought I was gonna do my hair. I just don't have it in me, I'm hungry. Post-gym hunger. We're just gonna hope this looks okay. Yay or nay? Congratulations, you got ready with me. If you're a musician, be really, really careful in the industry. I just want to keep talking because there's so much. This is like years and years and years and years of my life, but I think I got the gist of the story down. If you have questions, please DM me or put them in the comments below. Tell me what you thought about this. But I will be back with you next time. Bye guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bells if you like this video.
I hate this sleeping but thinking instead why I keep kicking you out of my bed. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me, what are we doing, baby?